Young and the Restless spoilers. Will Adam's world collapse after his lies? In The Young and the Restless, August 27, 2024, Sharon faces a terrifying déjà vu. Tracy gets deceived, and Adam's secrets threaten his relationship with Sally. On the Tuesday, August 27th episode of The Young and the Restless, viewers will be on the edge of their seats as Sharon Newman, Sharon Case, and Nick Newman, Joshua Morrow, endure a heart-wrenching situation at the hospital. Their daughter Faith Newman, Raylan Castor, and Lucy Romalotti, Lily Brooks O'Brien, have been rushed to the ER following a tragic car accident. Meanwhile, Adam Newman, Mark Grossman, faces the consequences of his deception as Sally Spectra. Courtney Hope confronts him with the truth. Young and the Restless spoiler highlights the episode kicks off with Sharon and Nick reliving a nightmare from their past as they anxiously wait for news about Faith and Lucy. The situation is eerily reminiscent of the accident that took Cassie Newman's, Cameron Grimes, life years ago, especially since Faith was driving under the influence with Lucy in the passenger seat. This grim déjà vu could push Sharon to her breaking point, possibly leading to a confrontation with Daniel Romalotti Jr., Michael Graziadei, over his daughter's role in the incident. Adding to the drama, Tracy Abbott, Beth Maitland, confides in Alan Laurent, Christopher Cousins, unaware that he might actually be his twin brother, Martin Laurent, Christopher Cousins. Suspicion arises when Alan doesn't recognize the Abbott mansion, hinting at a twin swap that could have dire consequences for Tracy. Elsewhere, Billy Abbott, Jason Thompson, drops a bombshell on Adam and Sally, revealing that Chelsea Lawson, Melissa Claire Egan, confessed to hooking up with Adam in Baltimore. Despite Adam's previous denials, Sally's fury grows as she realizes he's been lying to her. This revelation could be the final nail in the coffin for Adam's relationship with Sally. As the tension reaches a boiling point, will Adam's world crumble under the weight of his own lies? With Sharon spiraling and Tracy potentially facing betrayal, The Young and the Restless promises an episode full of explosive confrontations and shocking twists. Stay tuned to see how these storylines unfold and what the future holds for the residents of Genoa City. The Young and the Restless recap Tuesday, August 27th. Faith's and Lucy's results. Alan's proposition, Adam's forced confession. The Young and the Restless recap for Tuesday, August 27, 2024 is here. In today's episode, Faith Newman, Raylan Castor, and Lucy Romalotti's, Lily Brooks O'Brien, fates are shown. Alan Laurent, Christopher Cousins, drops a bomb on Tracy Abbott, Beth Maitland. Plus, Adam Newman, Mark Grossman, is forced to confess. Billy Abbott's Fury Y&R recap for Tuesday, August 27th reveals that Billy Abbott, Jason Thompson, is taking shots. Billy flashes back to Chelsea Lawson, Melissa Claire Egan, confessing. Billy downs another shot, then gets up and throws a bill on the bar before storming out. Billy looks like he's on a mission. Adam flashes back to Sally Spectra, Courtney Hope, asking him if he slept with Cheslessa in Baltimore. Adam recalls lying to Sally's face. Adam then thinks back to Chelsea's ecstasy. Adam starts to run toward the door, then Sally comes downstairs. She wants to know where Adam is going. Tracy and Alan are together on a date. Tracy asks what he thinks. Alan says he needs to be spending more time in jazz clubs with her. Tracy is worried that Alan would get bored in Genoa City. Alan says he's thinking about getting a place soon. Alan says, maybe I should have talked about it with you first, but it's okay, right? Y&R recap. Sharon Newman's heartbreak. Nick Newman, Joshua Morrow, and Sharon Newman, Sharon Case, beg their daughter to wake up. In the next room over, Heather Stevens, Vale Bloom, and Daniel Romalotti Jr., Michael Graziadei, are with Lucy, who is also still passed out. Lucy suddenly wakes up. Lucy seems confused. When they mention Faith, Lucy suddenly starts panicking. Sharon cries about why this is happening to them again. Sharon reminds Nick the last time Faith was in an accident, she had been drinking. Nick doesn't think Faith was drinking. Sharon wants to know why Faith won't open her eyes. Lucy hears the commotion and calls out to Faith, who is starting to stir. Alan reminds Tracy that he told Jack that he wants to be where she is. Tracy understands this, but that is exactly what concerns her. Tracy thought Alan was going to be in New York. Tracy thinks Alan is pressured. Tracy is worried that Alan will give up everything meaningful only to regret it later. Sally comes downstairs. Adam claims he left his tablet at the office. Sally mentions it's late. Adam says it's a work thing. Sally wonders about the server that backs up everything. When Adam goes to leave, Billy is on the other side of the door. Alan tells Tracy it was his choice to leave Paris. Alan doesn't see what the issue is. Tracy brings up the pros and cons of her living in New York. Tracy says she wonders if they'll have a better chance if they live in New York instead of Genoa City. Alan doesn't understand. Tracy tells Alan something that is really important, that she's not just an Abbott or Jack's sister, but she's her own person. Tracy says their relationship is new and fragile, she wants to protect it. Drinking Discovery: The Young and the Restless recap for Tuesday, August 277 reveals that Faith hears Lucy's voice and wants to know if she's there. Daniel confirms they are all on the other side of the hospital curtain. Nick awkwardly opens the curtain so the girls can see each other. Lucy sobs and apologizes. Lucy says it's all her fault. The lawyer in Heather comes out and she interjects, saying they are all safe and anything else can be discussed later. As Faith drifts back to sleep, Lucy keeps saying it's all her fault and she did this. Sally wants to know why Billy is there. Billy busts in despite Adam trying to block him. Billy says he's waited long enough. Billy guesses that Adam hasn't told Sally the truth yet. Billy informs them that Chelsea had the courage to be honest. Adam accuses Billy of being drunk, but Sally wants him to stay. Lucy's pleas keep Faith from resting. Faith tells Lucy she's okay but they both just need to rest right now. Sharon agrees with Faith while Nick goes to find a doctor. Daniel exits to accompany Nick. Sharon shuts the curtain and sits next to her daughter. Faith apologizes. Sharon wants to know what happened. Lucy can't stop trying to stare at Faith through the curtain. Heather asks Lucy what HSE meant by it being her fault. Lucy confesses to sneaking out and getting vodka. Meanwhile, Faith tells Sharon that when she found Lucy, she was drinking. Sharon asks if Faith was drinking too. Faith denies it. Each girl shares her version of the story with Mom. The stories seem to match so far. Lucy vomited in the car on the way home, so Faith grabbed a towel from the backseat. However, that split second was all that was needed for Faith to lose control. The Young and the Restless recap, Tuesday, August 27, 2024. Alan says Tracy's concerns are valid. Tracy loves her family, but feels she neglected her own needs while supporting all of them. Alan knows Tracy already has a full life and wants to know how to make her happy. Tracy is still in shock that they found each other. Alan wants to give Tracy the world. Tracy wants to do the same for Alan. Sally wants to hear Billy out. Billy and Adam go back and forth. Billy yells loudly and says Adam told Sally nothing. As Adam turns to look at Sally, all he can see is her heartbroken face and teared-up eyes. Nick and Daniel are talking to the doctor. No internal injuries. She wants to talk to Lucy's dad privately, but Daniel says she can speak freely. Lucy had alcohol in her system, but Faith's talk screen is clean. Tracy ponders what Alan will do if he does live in Genoa City. Alan brings up speaking engagements. Alan also brings up possibly writing a book. Alan wants to write a book about Martin. Adam gets nose to nose with Billy. Adam tells Billy to get out. Billy says Adam should be honest with Sally. Billy tells Sally he's sorry she had to find out that way. Once Billy leaves, Sally screams at Adam. Nick returns to Faith's hospital room. Nick says the doctor wants her to stay another night just to be sure. Daniel is back with Lucy and Heather. The doctor wants to run more tests, but Daniel won't tell Lucy or Heather anything more. Heather is on guard when Daniel says, "Let's just worry about getting you through the night." Daniel says once Lucy gets home, they can discuss it more. Sharon is listening closely from the other side of the curtain. Lucy tells her parents she was drinking. Adam finally confesses to Sally. Meanwhile, Billy runs into Chelsea, who updates her on the Adam confrontation. Chelsea asks if Billy can forgive her. Billy says, "I don't know." Back to Ally. Adam says he thought he was doing the right thing by keeping it a secret. Sally calls him a coward. Faith seems fixated on her crash, bringing up awful memories for Nick and Sharon. Meanwhile, Cameron Kirsten, Lyndon Ashby, shows up to torment Sharon once again. The Young and the Restless, spoilers in soaps. Com's latest Young and Restless spoilers for Monday, August 26th, through Friday, August 30th. Victor plays Kyle like the proverbial fiddle. Adam is finally forced to tell Sally the truth. Nikki schools Lily, and Cameron points Sharon in an altogether wrong direction. Get the scoop on these teasers and more below. New Restless rant. Grab your tissues for a devastating repeat of history with Lucy and Faith and shattered hearts all over Genoa City. Young and Restless spoilers week of August 26th. Young and Restless spoilers for Monday, August 26th. In Monday's recap, Faith runs to Lucy's rescue with devastating results, and Kyle rebuffs Jack's olive branch. See bonus photos of Lucy, Faith, Summer, chance date night here. Jack offers Kyle an olive branch, but will the entitled Brad be smart enough to accept it? Nick gives Phyllis unsolicited advice, which we imagine she will start ignoring in 3, 2, oops. We overestimated the time it would take. She's already ignoring it, isn't she? You will never turn off your computer again. If you own a mouse, play this game for 1 minute and see why everyone is addicted. No installation, play for free. When Daniel receives disturbing news, it can only be about daughter Lucy. What will it take for him and Heather to get through to the teen? Twist alert. Spoiler, helps Billy fight Victor, and they just might win. Young and Restless spoilers for Tuesday, August 27th. Lucy's actions may hit a little too close to home for Sharon and Nick, who experience déjà vu. It isn't just time for Adam to come clean with Sally, it's past time as she demands the truth from her boyfriend. Tracy opens up to Alan, and potentially opens herself up to a world of hurt. Here's why we're so worried. Young and Restless spoilers for Wednesday, August 28th. Jack and Diane worry about Victor's influence over Kyle. With good reason. Victor is a cunning spider convincing gullible fly Kyle to step into his web. Bleep, happens. If we were Chelsea, that would be the argument that we'd use as she seeks forgiveness from Billy. Is he still seeing too much red to glimpse a way forward for the two of them? At long last, Adam is forced to fess up to Sally. Young and Restless spoilers for Thursday, August 29th. Never one to let an opportunity pass him by, Victor uses Jack and Kyle's rift to his advantage. A virtual bad idea factory. Cameron encourages Sharon to visit her dark side. How can he be making more trouble dead than he even did alive? Cue the flashbacks. Nikki gives Lily a history lesson. Young and Restless spoilers for Friday, August 30th. X's or no, Nick has managed to remain close with Phyllis. So although Sharon might not love the idea of him telling her former rival her business, that's exactly what he does. At their wits' end, Daniel and Heather give Lucy some tough love. Get that popcorn popping. In a showdown that's been a long time coming, Claire confronts Summer.